Welcome into the Chiefs Report by Chat Sports. I am Harrison Graham. We are live here from Los Angeles where we did our watch party as we are here for the College Football Playoff National Championship. But that is not why you are watching this show. You're watching this show because the Chiefs just completed a 14-3 regular season with a dominant 31-13 win over the Las Vegas Raiders. Just what I would call a professional performance. 24-3 at the half. Never looked back. Mahomes was on fire in the first quarter and then was actually kind of quiet after that as the Chiefs kind of just coasted. 18 of 26, 202 yards and a touchdown. I do think that's going to be enough to secure MVP. Ran the ball pretty well as Pacheco averaged 8 yards per carry, ran for $168 as a team, and just kind of spread the wealth offensively. Justin Watson had a 67-yard catch, but Travis Kelce led the team with 6 catches on the day. Limited Jarrett Stidham as he had a couple of turnovers, and Josh Jacobs held in check under 3 yards per carry as, again, Kansas City's 31-13 win to improve to 14-3 and secure the number 1 seed in the AFC. Stick around later on in the show. We'll kind of discuss the playoff implications. We do know they'll have a first-round bye, but there are scenarios that could come into play for the AFC Championship game. But first, drop a letter grade in the comments. Grade the Chiefs' performance today. I think with everything that, has gone on, the DeMar Hamlin situation, to get focused and put together a good 4-quarter performance like this, with a lot on the line, number 1 seed on the line, just professional. A performance. It wasn't the best performance of all time, but I think with some of the circumstances, you're playing a rival, to go out there and dominate, I think is really nice to see. So I'll give it an A performance. Really no major mistakes, to be honest. The only thing this team didn't do great was limit the quarterback run. Jarrett Stidham had 50 yards rushing, but other than that, pretty controlled game today. So A, B, C, D, or F, let us know how you guys would grade this performance. A little more on Mahomes here, as he was the MVP favorite entering this game. Didn't just go crazy, but efficient, right? 18 of 26, 202, had a touchdown, scrambled for 29 yards as well. Made the plays when he had to. The opening drive looks like he's going to try and run into the end zone for the touchdown. Defenders crash. He kind of just does a little forward shovel pass to Jarrett McKinnon for his 9th touchdown in the last 6 games. Patrick Mahomes, smart with the football, never put the ball in danger. And that's what you have to do in a game where you get a lead like this. Like, you go back to that Denver game, the first one, where they get up 27-0, and then Mahomes gets reckless, right? Throws a couple of picks, and Denver gets back into it. When you get a lead like this and you take care of the football, it's very hard for a team to come back. And obviously Vegas was unable to do that today. So Patrick Mahomes, I think he's going to be your MVP. I think he should be MVP. I don't think there's anything Josh Allen or Joe Burrow can do on Sunday that they would get back into the MVP race. And I don't think Jalen Hurts can steal it at the last second either. Kadarius Toney, the raw stats don't step out as he only had 18 yards receiving and a touchdown. But guess what? He also rushed it 3 times for 26 yards as well. That's where his touchdown actually came on a little jet sweep. They tried a funky Jarrett McKinnon Wildcat package where he took the snap, faked the handoff, tossed it to Mahomes, who threw it back to Toney for a touchdown, but it was called back for a holding on Orlando Brown. It was classic Chiefs red zone trying to get cute, but it did work, but it got called back for a penalty. But I like that they're trying to get Kadarius Toney involved. His workload continues to increase, so I think he's going to be a real weapon come playoff time for the Chiefs in a couple weeks. Of course, they'll be off for Wild Card Weekend. Appreciate Rocket Money as they are sponsoring today's post-game show, as Rocket Money is a really financial-friendly app that's going to help you save money. And the biggest reason why they'll help you do that is because they will help you cancel any subscriptions that you no longer want. Because chances are you're probably wasting money on subscriptions that you don't even use. 80% of us have subscriptions that we have forgotten about. Maybe for you it's an unused Amazon Prime account. Maybe it's a Hulu account that doesn't get streamed anymore. This great app, Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill, is going to help you eliminate some of those charges because they'll show you all of your subscriptions on one screen, and then you can pick and choose which ones you still want and which ones you don't want. And if you don't want one, you just click the cancel button next to that specific app. They will cancel it for you, and you will no longer be getting charged. You don't have to, deal with customer service trying to cancel, Netflix or Hulu or whatever the case may be. You click cancel, they handle it for you. Get rid of useless subscriptions today with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/ChiefsChat. It is rocketmoney.com/ChiefsChat. And download the app for free with that link on your iPhone or your Android and start saving money today. That link is in the description and in the comments of this video. How about Chris Jones? I mean, I think it's criminal that this guy is not a legitimate Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Last I checked, he wasn't even a betting option. They just took it off board because it sounds like Nick Bosa is going to win it. But 2 sacks today, finishes with 15 sacks on the year as a defensive tackle. I mean, it's just been a dominant season for this guy. He actually gets credited with 2.5 sacks, it looks like. So 15.5, that ties his career high as he just continues to be a monster. 5 tackles on the day, 6 quarterback hits. I mean, the guy is just unblockable. You got to double team him. He still beats those doubles sometimes. So he was really, really good. This defense as a whole was solid today, man. You get 6 sacks. You force a couple fumbles, both by Michael Dana, who was good today. He had a couple strip sacks. One was recovered. Juan Thornhill had a good game as he had an interception and a sack, 7 tackles. I mean, he was everywhere. This is the type of defensive performance this team is capable of. It's just been very up and down this year, but hopefully this gives this group some momentum going into the playoffs. Obviously, Jarrett Stidham is what he is, right? I think we saw today why he has been a career backup. But, I mean, he torched the 49ers last week, and you completely held him in check, dominated the line of scrimmage, good on the back end, tackled well. You hold Josh Jacobs to 45 yards and 17 carries. Dana, Chris Jones, Thornhill, Nick Bolton had a good day. How about Nick Bolton? 16 tackles. He was everywhere. So good to see this defense perform because, look, we know the offense is going to be there. Will the defense make enough plays? That's going to be the question come playoff time. Subscribe to the channel. We are closing in on 35,000 subs. We're going to be here throughout the postseason with live watch parties, videos every single day. As soon as we know who the Chiefs play in the first round after Wild Card Weekend, we will have, or second round, I guess, after Wild Card Weekend, we'll have a preview of that game and every other game that could come into play during the playoffs. So subscribe. We'll keep you up to date with injury updates. Should mention, too, just quick, verbally, Frank Clark left with the groin injury. We'll keep tabs on that. Not sure of the severity, but he did leave this game. But when we have a Frank Clark injury update, further news, we will update you guys. So be sure to subscribe. All right, let's talk about the playoff picture now. So Chiefs clinch the number 1 seed. They are going to be the number 1 seed, and they get a first-round bye, which is good. They took care of business. Now, you look at the rest of this, and we'll talk about some scenarios in a second. Buffalo is sitting there at the 2 seed. Cincinnati, I believe, can still get the 2. I need to double check on that, but if they win and the Bills lose tomorrow, I think they actually can. I need to double check, but neither of them can get to the 1. Jags play the Titans tonight. Winner of that game wins the AFC South. And then, of course, that 7 seed still in play as well with teams like the Patriots, Dolphins, Steelers, all in play for the number 7 seed. Do we have that scenario for the AFC Championship game? I want to throw that on screen. So here's the deal. With the Chiefs winning, it's very simple because the NFL, they voted on this competition committee, yada, 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 of what's fair. Because, look, let's be honest. The Chiefs, I don't want to say they backed into the 1 seed, but with that Bills-Bengals game not getting played, it benefited Kansas City. It did. So as a balance, the NFL has put some stipulations into place. So if the Bills win tomorrow against the Patriots, which they probably will, not a guarantee, if they do, and both teams, Kansas City and Buffalo, gets the AFC Championship game, that will be played at a neutral site decided by Roger Goodell. He and he alone will choose where that game gets played. Based on whatever stadiums are available. Sounds like Detroit and Indianapolis will not be available. So we'll see where else they could go. Maybe they go back to Vegas. Maybe they go to the West, to SoFi, AT&T Stadium. Who knows? We'll see what happens. If the Bills lose tomorrow, then the AFC runs through Arrowhead. They will have the home field advantage throughout, and a potential AFC Championship game would be there, even if it is against the Buffalo Bills. So Very simple. Had the Chiefs lost today, it could have opened up some scenarios where Cincinnati could have been in the mix there as well, but they are not in play for home field in the AFC title game if it is Kansas City. So that is the situation there. Now, obviously, that means Buffalo, New England is a game to watch tomorrow because, for a couple reasons. One, again, if the Bills lose, AFC runs through Arrowhead. B, if the Patriots win, they clinch a playoff spot and could be a potential playoff opponent. It would actually likely be a rematch between Buffalo and New England. And now that I think about it, I actually think Buffalo has the number 2 seed. I'm having to triple check, but I think they've actually clinched it no matter what. So this could be a rematch here in 8 days if New England were to upset Buffalo. So we will see what happens on that front. Who you got in this matchup, as this one directly impacts Kansas City? Type BUF for the Bills. Type NE for the New England Patriots. Who do you guys think wins this game tomorrow? We will keep tabs on it. I think this game kicks off. This is noon Central Time, so we will know about 3:15 tomorrow who ends up winning this game. So let us know who you guys think will end up winning. All right, appreciate it. Great regular season, 14-3. I mean, it's kind of crazy, right? Like, we talked about how this team messes around sometimes. I mean, 14-3. Like, you are living in the golden era of Chiefs football, so don't take it for granted. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on the noties. We're going to have you covered throughout the postseason, and once we have a clear playoff kind of finale situation, we'll probably hit you with the video on Monday or Tuesday with how that all looks. So there you have it. Chiefs get a week off. Well-deserved. They are the number 1 seed. We will see what happens with the rest of the AFC.